Hey, I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nick.
We are Working Class Nerds.
Cue the intro. That's right, we are Working Class Nerds, the podcast that gives you no information about your favorite information.
Today is Warzone Thursday, July 29th, 2021, and you can find this 115 podcast on Apple Podcasts, Buzzsprout, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify, and anywhere else you can find this wonderful show anywhere in the galaxy, which I've been saying this for 3.5 years. I'm going to upload these podcasts to YouTube just as an audio form, but I think that just takes work. Also, too, you can watch me play video games Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at twitch.tv/MarcusB814.
You can watch me play video games Monday nights from 8:30 to 10:30 at twitch.tv/NickVern51.
And you can also find the both of us in our Discord all the time. And we're both on Twitter. I am at MarcusB814.
And I am Nick Vern, that's Nickvern. And this week's episode, we're talking with Amish Ace. Amish Ace is a streamer who builds Legos on stream. He's also in the Garrison stream team and is an all-around awesome guy. So welcome to the show, Amish Ace. And what have you been up to?
Well, thanks so much for having me, guys. I really enjoy your show.
Let's go.
Yeah. First listened to you guys when I listened to Chronic's podcast. Love that guy. But I am also a streamer on Twitch, so I'll do my little shameless plug if you don't mind.
It's not shameless.
Oh,
You're
okay.
here. We want to help you and get everybody listening to this terrible podcast to watch your awesome stream.
Right.
You guys are too kind. Well, Amish Ace, or it goes by Amish _ Ace _ I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday around 8 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and 8:30 p.m. Friday and Saturday.
Is that Eastern time?
Pacific time.
Oh, you're on the West Coast?
I am, yeah. West Coast, best coast.
Well, that is completely
terrible.
That is not true. But that'll be a topic for another day. You and Moxie would get along great, and Kitty.
Oh,
Yep. They're all on the West Coast.
awesome.
So, what is your main hobby? So do you just build Legos only on stream? Do you do it off stream? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you've been up to.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, my whole life I've been a gamer pretty much. So, I mean, for the longest time, I've really only been into gaming, I guess. And just recently, I kind of had this idea from, other events and basically my huge Lego backlog that, hey, maybe it might be cool to do some Lego on stream. And then so I checked out Twitch, and there was actually, quite a few streamers that do Lego builds on stream. And so, I did some research, got the equipment, you had to figure out all the overlay and stuff, and finally went live on May 1st of 2021. And I actually made affiliate on May 11th. And because it's just the Lego community, I don't know if you guys have ever been around to any of the other Lego streamers. It's one of the most awesome little corners on Twitch. And so I have a heavy like Star Wars vibe on my stream. And so I also, love to hang out with all the Star Wars guys. You'll see me in Marcus's stream. You'll see me in, Chronic stream, Serpent stream. So I just love Star Wars. I love Lego, and I just love building and crafting and creating like a finished product. That's just kind of like how I've always been.
So you asked if I can only speak for myself, if I've ever watched somebody in the Lego building community, and the answer is no.
Mm-hmm.
So the only other like maker and crafter I watch is Sith Lord Brit, because she's a friend of ours. Little backstory: when we were at the New York City Cantina, Brit and her husband were there, and we all met. And then the next day, they ended up meeting us in Times Square, and we met her. Like I said, her kids and her family, and she does
Cosplay?
Yes, thank you. Was that she does the cosplay streams, and it's really cool to watch somebody make something that's just fabric and then at the end it's an outfit. So it's pretty wild. But I've never watched a Lego streamer. Have you?
No, and I'd honestly probably really enjoy it. My Lego background, so Lego used to be in my hometown back in the day. So they would have like newspaper ads for brick testers. So they basically kids, they pay you like $50 or something. Well, your parents $50, and you go in for like a couple hours and build some like experimental or new like toy. And I remember testing like Bionicles before those came out.
Really?
Yeah,
I did
What?
not know that.
yeah. And then eventually, obviously, I loved it. Loved Legos after. Build them all the time at home, and then became like a brick master, whatever that means. I like subscribed to the magazine and would get like, a little kit in the mail like once a month or something like that. And it was awesome. I remember doing like 2 or 3 of those little tester like things for Lego. It was awesome.
Wow. Okay.
You didn't know that, right?
No.
That's news to me too.
Yeah. So
I don't know if it was like a corporate headquarters they had, or if it was some kind of industrial like production center or something like that. I think it was like a combo. It was in East Longmeadow, Massachusetts, back in the day, but it was awesome. I think Hasbro was there as well, but I don't think those companies are related.
well, no. What I was going to say is, I've never built a Lego.
Never, not even once.
Never?
Like my daughter got like a little like Lego, like it's like a storybook thing, and it's like you build like Elsa's castle, but it's like 50 pieces,
Right.
You know what I mean? And then she can open it and play with her little figures. It's like a travel Lego kit to play for kids to play with. But I got Luke's snow speeder for my son.
Well, that's epic.
Yeah, so we built it, and then he was playing it, and he just threw it off the island because he wanted it to fly, and it smashed into a million pieces.
Of course.
But those are the only like Legos I've ever built. So like Legos for me when I was a kid, Legos weren't a thing. I don't think.
Yeah, not really. I feel like that's a 90s,
Or maybe they
2000s
were.
thing.
Yeah, but maybe it was me, and I just was too busy on a skateboard. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I recently have been watching. So there's a new like action figure store in the town next door to me where Nick's parents live, and they have some sweet Legos there. And I take my son there, and I've been looking at them and going, man, I should really build one of these things.
Yeah.
But if I do it, I'm going to super glue the pieces.
Right.
No.
Uh-oh.
No glue. No glue. You don't want to do that.
Why?
Because if you make a mistake, you're screwed.
Well, that too, and you would like basically kill the value of the set too. Like, and the whole like Lego has this term. It's called AFOL, adult fans of Lego, and you'll be surprised. Like some of these sets, it's crazy that some of the Lego sets you get a better return on your investment than like gold. It's that valuable.
Wow.
So the way Lego does it is like they put out a set, and then in 5 years they'll retire it. And then say you have that set new in box and you wait another like 5 years, so 10 years from acquiring a set to selling it, you'd probably double your money, if not more. It's crazy. It's like this whole little niche, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wait, so you're saying buy the Lego but never put it together?
Some people do that, yeah. Some people do that, or some people buy like 3 or 4 boxes of the same like Star Wars, right? Star Wars has this line of Ultimate Collector's Series. And some people, and these sets are really expensive. Some people will buy like 2, 3, 4 of these. And maybe they'll keep them for themselves, but then, 10 years later, they'll sell them. And it's like double, triple the price.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
See, I feel like I had one of my friends now post college got a job at Lego, and I'm thinking now it was in Enfield, Connecticut, not in my hometown, but like 5 minutes down the road, regardless. And got me like as a gift that Poe Dameron's X-wing set, and it was like 60 or 80, something expensive, right? And he was like, "Well, you could sit on it for like 10 years, or you can just build it." And I was like, and I built it like an idiot, but.
I would have built it too.
I feel like, yeah, it was cool to display. Like, I still have it
Oh,
at my
yeah.
parents' house.
Like I have a huge backlog. My wife would call me a hoarder. I call it investing. I have a huge backlog of Lego, and that was also a thing that prompted me to get into streaming. Is I thought it'd be fun to share this building experience, with other people too that were fans of Lego, fans of Star Wars, fans of whatever other theme, Lego theme I'm building at the time. Like next month, I'll be building this Lego Technic Lamborghini Sion. It's like a 1/8 scale. It looks incredible. Wow. You guys will have to check it out, but it's like this lime green, but it's huge. Like, and when you're done building it, it's probably about 2 feet long by about 10 inches wide. It's just incredible. Some of the stuff they come up with there with Lego.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I can't wait to talk more about this.
What color is it?
The lime green.
Oh yeah, you said that. Sorry.
Yeah.
That was one of those things where it like floated right through my brain and like just did not stick.
I just gave you the hardest eye roll ever. Like he just said.
I think you said that less than 10 seconds before I asked.
Nick, suck less. Anyways, Nick, what have you been up to?
I've been sucking less during the week.
Other than winning.
I did win. I'm a winner. I officially won. And I'll explain more at the end of the segment. So overall, I've been pushing for affiliate on my stream, which is twitch.tv/NickVern51.
We just said that, Nick.
I know. Well, I'm just plugging again. In case
wait, what's it? Where can they find you?
Twitch.tv/NickVern51. Look for the red logo. So eventually, once I'm settled in an affiliate, I'm probably just going to commit to Monday nights and do some kind of story content. This week, I started with Fallout New Vegas. It was Monday in the Mojave, or Mojave Monday. It's set in the Mojave Desert. Anywho, it's awesome. I think the story content's cool for chat to follow along with. It's a little bit more engaging for the audience to like experience a story-driven game along with me. Whereas like I was just playing Call of Duty multiplayer, and I don't think that's the way to go. That's a little too like repetitive. It's novel for me as I'm playing because I'm concentrating on like where people are and stuff. And trying to perform, but it's not that engaging for like somebody in the chat to just watch me run, shoot, die, kill, like over rinse and repeat. You know what I mean?
I think first and foremost, if you're going to stream, you need to stream what you're comfortable streaming.
Right.
And only you know what comfortable. So you playing domination or team deathmatch, running around, shoot 2 people, dead. Run around, shoot 2 people, dead. Spawn, dead. Shoot 5 people, dead.
Right.
Like only you can know if that is entertaining, because if you're not enjoying yourself, your viewers aren't enjoying themselves.
Right.
Even if they like the content, if you're not enjoying it, people will see that right out of the gate.
Yeah, I getcha. So that's why, Fallout New Vegas, that's why I ended up picking. I do enjoy the multiplayer, first of all, to just answer your comment. But it's not like, it's too shallow, I feel like. There's not enough substance there. So anywho, that's why I want to go with something more story driven. I'm probably going to migrate away from New Vegas because it's an older game. I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yes.
And some other games like that. But
yes,
I just wanted to start with something that was, I've never played it. I missed it in my PS4 saga. But now that it's ported to the PC, it's a no-brainer. But so to supplement this, my Monday nights.
It's so funny to hear you say that.
What?
Oh, now that it's ported to the PC.
Right. Well, not
because Ace, forever, Nick was a console player.
Yeah.
And now, Nick, get a computer. Then you can come play. Steam is awesome. Sales. Mm-hmm. Just come play with us. Come play with us.
Right.
And we finally got him to get a laptop after myself and a friend of the show, Feta, were screaming at him to get a goddamn laptop.
Right. A nice gaming laptop.
Dude, you don't have to spend a lot. Just get a laptop.
Right.
That's it.
And then I found the Newegg deal that I was describing pre-show and blah, blah, blah. So.
And the rest is history. But now then he realizes that the laptop gates you at a terrible video card for some short money. So how do you win?
You just get a desktop.
Build your own.
Yeah.
Anyway,
and
sorry.
I splurged on it for sure. But so now I have an Epic desktop. And so, so in order to become an affiliate, as you know, Amish Ace. You have to have 7 streams in a month and a certain number of hours of streaming on top of your followers and average viewers. So I have the followers already. So now it's just okay. I got to get out there and get the stream time done so I can become an affiliate, and then I can sort of walk it back a little bit and stream just on my schedule that I want. So to supplement, to get that extra stream time, I've been playing Warzone with my paintball teammates. So the name of the paintball team is CWE, or Chris Ward Electric Power. So we're sponsored by an electrical company, and our owner is Chris Ward. So it's CWE Power is the name of the paintball team. So I've been naming the bonus streams Power Hour because I feel like that was just a shoe-in. So shout out to Billy Bob and Fernando for coming up with that together, my 2 teammates. So Tuesday night we played a little bit of Warzone. That was good. That was me and Fernando. We did fine. We're both probably about the same skill level wise. And then yesterday it was me and Jacob, aka Billy Bob, or Gronkin87 in our Discord, and Jacob completely carried me through all that whole entire game. But go ahead, Marcus.
He didn't it takes 2 when you're doing duos.
Yeah,
it takes 2. So just because he might have been getting kills, you were doing other stuff, like you were attracting the bullets.
definitely.
Or you were
the meat
rezzing
shield.
him. Yes, exactly. So it takes 2 to win. You cannot win with just 1.
That's true. But so anywho, we're I don't know how far into it, maybe half hour, 40 minutes or something like that of the 2 hours I was on there. And Chimeri comes in with a giant 43-person raid. So I think I had 2 or 3 viewers before, and then all of a sudden it was just my chats flooded with the Chimeri heart emotes. I hear
That's awesome.
What made me look over was I got a new follower, and it's the Liverpool You Never Walk Alone song. That's just my little follower gift. But I was like, what? I got a new follower? And then I look and the chat's just flooded. And it says, and then bing, it pops up. Chimeri raids with a party of 43. I was like, no way. Freaked out, of course. That changed the whole stream. Now I have a giant audience, not just my friends lurking. And long story short, we end up getting a win in Warzone, to finish right as our last pull of the night. We had some last pull magic. All right, this is gonna be our last one, no matter what. It's getting late, it's 10:45, whatever, and then boom, we win the whole thing. It was awesome.
It is awesome.
Which is hard to do. That's the first time I've ever won in Warzone ever. And if
in case you're
not familiar with it, it's a battle royale. So it's 150 people in one giant map in teams of 2. So it's 75 teams of 2. And then the map gets progressively smaller and smaller. And it just forces you to fight each other. And you start with no supplies, and you get more and more guns and armor and things like that as you scavenge for things. And then we end up being the last person standing, and we were. It was great.
Would you say Warzone is the most popular battle royale right now, or would you still say Fortnite is?
It's probably neck and neck between the two. I know it's 2 different vibes kind of. I know Fortnite's really popular with younger people.
Yeah, because it's like Minecraft shooter.
Right. It's not for me, but
not for me.
I can't imagine that game is so popular. I'd imagine it rivals Warzone. But
did you ever play PUBG?
I did a little bit on the Xbox. On my friend's Xbox back in the day.
What about you?
I used to play that a ton. I probably have 1,500 hours logged on PUBG.
Wow.
So, I used to play that BR a lot. I liked it because it was more realistic than Fortnite, Oh,
definitely.
And then Warzone dropped, and my buds and I kind of transitioned to Warzone for a bit. And then I kind of fell out of Warzone, and then that's when I was kind of picking up the streaming things. But yeah, BRs are fun. They are.
Usually I'm a multiplayer person, but obviously my friends on the paintball team all play, battle royales, either Apex or Warzone. And so if I'm playing with them, I hopped on, Marcus, what were you going to say?
All I was going to say is battle royales for me, I pray and spray. So I'm not a good fit for a battle royale because I'm used to dying and then just spawning right away. I'm definitely a multiplayer first-person shooter player.
Yeah.
But the Call of Duty one is really good because it has that Call of Duty arcade feel.
Yeah.
And I personally like it. Real life friend, Matt, he plays PUBG like crazy. And I played it a few times, and it just wasn't for me. I found it to be way too tactical.
Yeah.
Like way too tactical.
Yeah. I mean, you have to be pretty tactical in a game like that. PUBG
Well, that's what I
especially,
mean.
but
Well, all of them, even Warzone, you have to be a little bit tactical.
yeah, you can't just completely run around. You'll get lit up.
That's right.
So shout out to Chimeri, twitch.tv/KYMERI, right? That's the handle. It's just, it's the Chimeri.
The Chimera.
Well, sorry. Twitch.tv/the Chimeri for the giant raid. Helps me a ton. That basically, gives me a giant insurance policy for my average viewers on the path to affiliate. So it makes a giant deal for me. And I'm super, super thankful. So Marcus, what have you been up to?
Nothing.
Wow, just like that, huh?
Sleeping. No.
What are you talking? You don't sleep. Don't lie.
So actually, I have logged 0 hours in Destiny this week.
Wow.
I'm honestly
impressed.
Monday night is our raid team in Destiny. It was 5 minutes before we were going to start, and I was literally sitting right here in my chair where I'm sitting right now, staring at my computer, and my head was doing the nod.
Wow.
And I was falling asleep, and I just messaged the group. I'm like, guys, I can't even keep my eyes open. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And earlier this week, or last week, I mean, it was the same thing. I'm in week 3 of Hell weeks, so I have 3 weeks of Hell, and I'm in the 3rd week, and I've been working weekends, and I'm just exhausted. Sunday night, I was going to play Destiny. I logged on I did log on. It was for 5 minutes, and then I was like, nope, going to bed. I was in bed at 9:30.
Yeah, and you have a giant amount of cabinets to build, right?
Yeah, it's just all the above. Everything's ready all at once. It's just mayhem. That's it. It's mayhem. And so I haven't I have been doing minimal. Also, but in my minimalness, I did finish watching Loki.
Okay, thank you. Finally,
Nice.
Did you watch it, Amish?
Oh yeah, I'd
right.
stay up till midnight because I'm West Coast, right? And I'd stay up till midnight and watch it when it dropped on Disney Plus.
Wow, nice. See, it's 3 a.m. for us here, so
Yeah,
Nick did that with Mandalorian.
Yeah, that was worth
yeah.
waking up and going back to bed for. But low-key, I didn't have that kind of motivation. I just watch it on my lunch break at work. But so audience, if you're listening, we're going into spoilers real quick. So fast forward.
I'm
5
not
minutes.
I'm not going to go into spoilers.
Oh,
I'm just going to say it was really awesome. Because I want to do a show. I want to backtrack to WandaVision. I want to backtrack. You know what I mean? I want to backtrack some things.
Yeah.
So then I can
break down
connect
these shows.
Yes, and actually connect some of these things because what's the next show?
It's movies from here out.
No. Hawkeye is coming out in November.
There's What If.
That's an animated series, right?
Yeah.
Yes, but I think they're saying that the What If is all a part of the multiverse.
Right.
So all this stuff actually happens
Right.
in the multiverse, but I'm going to go back and I want to watch a couple parts of some of the older movies because it ties to, WandaVision and Loki. Yeah. The thing that I'm blown away by is the attention to detail, right?
You want to talk about New Rockstars?
Well, it's shout out to New Rockstars on YouTube because they break it down and I've never watched one of those breakdown videos before.
It's crazy. It's my favorite YouTube channel.
And how they catch all of the stuff that happens.
Yeah.
And how it's all connected is insane to me.
Basically, what it feels like for me is usually I'll watch an episode of Loki, right? For example. And then the next day, the New Rockstars breakdown will come out, and I'll watch that. And it's almost like getting 2 episodes of that show back to back because there's so much stuff in the background and references and things like that they bring up that are hiding, and at least I don't catch it on the first pass. And it's almost like getting double the content because of how much is in there that is hidden, basically.
Dude, just in the opening segment where it says Marvel Studios, there's 30 different sounds that happen during that.
Right.
And it all is parts to tie to Loki.
Right.
There's things in this that this is all I want from Star Wars.
Right.
I hope that the High Republic turns into the next Star Wars.
Quote, unquote.
movies,
Yeah.
shows, everything is High Republic, because if Disney does like a quarter of what Marvel does,
Yeah.
like I guess a spoiler, there's the Thor frog from comic book 263
Yeah.
or 265, like why, like that's insane,
Right.
like
The frog version of Thor.
there's workers at Marvel Studios or Disney, whoever, that is just going back in old comics and reading them to find things to throw into the show.
Right. That's probably their
That
whole
is their job. They're getting paid 70 G's a year to do that.
Probably. Yeah.
No, but I'm being serious.
Yeah, because how else do you find all those little tiny details?
Well, that's right. And it like you said it, how it like an episode turns into two. Yeah, because there's so much going on that isn't the main story quest.
Right.
That is just like kapow.
Right.
I don't know. I was super hesitant about Loki just because I was just like, oh, I don't want to. Okay, I did not want another Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Okay,
So
good
Falcon and Winter Soldier was good. I enjoyed it, but I didn't need another action movie.
Right.
WandaVision is the best TV show I've ever watched.
Okay. That's fair. I mean,
It was inventive, intuitive, like how it all circled through to the end blew me away. Now it might not be like and I might not be the
like Game of Thrones style epic.
That show's dumb.
Okay, well, we'll agree to disagree, but
like
I'm giving you the floor.
I say it's my favorite show, but it might not be like my all-time favorite show, but like how they delivered that show is hands down the best show I've ever seen.
Yeah, you appreciate like the art and the craft that went into that show is incredible.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
And they did it again with Loki.
Right. Yeah. And I actually, honestly, while we're talking about it, I forgot about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Like, I forgot that that's also this Marvel. Like, that's so not even close to the same realm as WandaVision or Loki.
But it doesn't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it didn't tie to anything.
Right.
So that, I think, is like the Falcon and Winter Soldier show and like the Black Widow movie. I feel like those things should have been done a long time ago.
Right.
But they didn't do them.
And now they're like, crap, we have to do this.
Now we got to do this. And like, and I really believe they had to do something with Captain America because Steve Rogers retired. So that next Captain America. So I understand why they did it.
Yeah.
And clearly Falcon is going to be the leader of the Avengers, right?
Yeah. Or at least involved a lot.
Well, he'll be the leader.
Yeah.
Where, but everything else is just wow. That's all I got to say is wow.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that's enough of me on Loki. Actually, one more thing.
Oh, there's always more. There's always another timeline.
I am ordering.
Okay,
there's two things I'm ordering. It's in the cart on that new Rockstars page. I am getting the Loki alligator polo.
You got to get it quickly because they're going to take it down soon.
Okay, so I'm getting that, and I'm getting what's the timekeeper name?
Oh, Miss Minutes?
Miss Minutes. I'm getting that t-shirt. I am getting Miss Minutes t-shirt because she, by far, is the best character in Loki. Okay?
Dude, Miss Minutes is hot.
Yeah, she's sassy as shit, and she's like ultra, ultra, ultra deceptive.
Yeah.
Like, she knows all, and
doesn't let it on at all.
No, she doesn't let it on. She's just playing the game like, yep, move along. Anyway. Okay, so the other thing, I've been watching, like I talked about it prior to, like I was watching a lot of Twitch, and for a couple of weeks, like I didn't watch a ton of Twitch because I was just, I don't know, tired.
Yeah, that's
right.
Fair. Yeah,
but I'm back to watching streams again and different streamers, and I'm finding myself watching streamers that are shouted out by other streamers. So, excuse me. Example, Chimeri shouts out so-and-so person.
Yeah.
I click on his page, I follow, and then I'll start watching that stream.
Right.
Or, or if I'm in High Jedi stream and she shouts out somebody and I go check out their stream. You know what I mean? And I really enjoy watching the different personalities of Twitch because everybody has a different personality.
Yeah.
And I think it's really special And I feel like you can't really hide who you are when you're on Twitch.
Yeah, when you're on camera and audio and doing something else.
Like you can fake it for a little while, but eventually the real Slim Shady will stand up. Right?
Right.
And so if anybody ever has an awesome streamer that they would like to suggest for me to go check out, please put it in the Discord. I can't tell everybody enough. Please join the Discord because we have so much fun in there.
Oh, it's great.
There's a database. So you like dad jokes like I like dad jokes? Well, there's a place for them, and it's the database.
Apparently, it's open to everybody except for me.
No, it's open for you. You just choose not to enter.
I can't. It's not on my Discord. I didn't get invited.
You just have to click the button.
I have a streamer for you to check out.
Okay, great. So send it in the Discord. Check out this streamer.
All right, it's real easy. It's just NICKVERN54. Monday nights.
Nick,
I'm just saying.
I already watch your stream.
I know you don't play games on Monday nights.
I am in your goddamn stream all of Monday. It's like I'm bouncing between two full volumes of streams between you and Kogas.
I know, it's great.
And it's full volume in my ear because I don't want to miss anything.
Right.
So I'm listening to two different conversations at once. It drives me bonkers, plus playing a game.
Right.
Anyway.
In SOTOR news, there's now on the PTS is the first look at the Jedi Sentinel combat style, which is the light side Marauders. Where was the database?
It's all the way at the bottom. You are an idiot.
Dude, I don't scroll.
Oh my God.
I'm not a green shape-shifting alien
I didn't say
from
you
Marvel.
weren't. Anyway.
Get it? Scroll.
So, not in SWTOR news. I'm not done yet.
You weren't done?
No.
Oh.
I said, okay, Nightmare Explosive Conflict in SWTOR.
Oh, yeah.
The team is doing really well. We got some more work done on Kephis. I think we got to the third group of ads. There's Trandoshan Warriors, and you can't do area of effect moves on them because if they're under a purple shield, it reflects the damage and it kills everybody.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
Okay.
It sucks balls. So anyway, that's really been good. And as always, thank you everybody in the community for supporting my stream channel and Nick's stream channel and Amish Ace's stream channel because it means so much. And like, I can't thank you enough. We hit 800 followers last week. We are on the road to 1K. I have some big ideas for the 1K stream, but
I do too.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. In SWTOR news,
now live on the player test server, the first look at the Jedi Sentinel combat style, which, if you're not familiar with it, is the double lightsaber character.
It's the Marauder.
Yeah. Also on the Sith side or Imperial side, it's called the Marauder.
Well, okay. I don't understand why the fuck BioWare would do this.
Okay.
They are fucking ruining my favorite class in the game. And I understand from what they've said and what is coming out, I don't understand it. They're making you choose either, do you want to do DPS, which is damage, or do you want to have utilities?
Okay.
To be able to survive or help your raid group. And I feel like in PvP, it's going to be like Call of Duty. You're just going to go in there and like you're going to shoot somebody 10 times. And once you get hit, everybody's going to get hit 10 times and they're dead.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So like the time to kill, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
But what they're taking out for moves in the game is really bothersome to me. And I don't understand why they're doing this. And it's really heartfelt. This one really hurt. And looking and reading what other people are saying, and they're like, oh, it's not so bad. They're taking out moves that are critical for a Marauder to survive and or do extra damage. And I don't understand what the outcome of this is.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing there's,
a balance or something.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard to look at something like one like, what's the word I'm looking for? Class like in isolation without like interacting with other classes.
Well, they did the Jedi Guardian. Now they're on the Sentinel.
I know they're going to go through them all, but like my point being, like, if you play an operation with just the altered Sentinel and just the altered Guardian, like, it's hard to see like how's that going to interact with your healer and with a tank and all these other things. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
that's
once
why-
they change
yes.
the whole cruise balance, then it's like easier to see how that's going to shake out, you know, on the live server. But like in isolation, if you're just looking at one, it might, if the other ones aren't altered, it's going to look weird, you know?
I do. I really do, Nick.
But-
And
I can imagine it's like incredibly frustrating, especially if they're taking away stuff. But
yes, so I'm uber frustrated about it, but that's okay. That's the point of the PTS, is to get frustrated, and hopefully the developers are going to listen to the community and maybe we get some of it back. I'm not sure. They still really haven't given us like the real
end goal with all that.
correct, the real
Yeah.
end goal of what comes from it. But anyways, in AIE news, Tuesdays are our mandatory fun night in SWTOR. It's from 9 to 11 p.m. We switch from imp side and pub side every other week.
Don't forget, on Tuesday nights, the fun is mandatory, but attendance is not.
Thanks, I forgot to say that.
Yes.
Did you hear that Fridays are the place to be?
In AIE, yes, indeed they are, especially with respect to Star Wars: The Old Republic. So the first Friday of every month is Master Mode Flashpoints. That means we're playing the hardest Flashpoint content. We're here to help you out, walk people through it. If you're trying to do difficult content, Flashpoints are quick and easy, and we'll help you through it. That's the first Friday of every month. Second Friday of every month is Hard Mode Training. So that's hard mode. That's the medium mode, operations. We'll walk you through all the new mechanics of operations in that new hard mode. It's great for people trying to advance through the operations ranks. The third Friday of every month is achievement hunting. So all the datacrons, the funky achievements, the finding what's at the bottom of the Sarlacc pit, all of that fun stuff is third Fridays every month. But the best Friday of every month is the fourth Friday. That's 4 Fridays. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like Friday, 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 and it's mega. It's our monthly Epic Guild activity where we'll sell you the whole seat, but you only need the edge. It's mega.
It shit does not get old.
So that's Marcus's brainchild, mega.
Yeah, so I created an event that we do once a month, and we do different things. This year we raced around Tatooine, and then when we finished that, we ended up doing an operation for people's galactic seasons,
Right.
which is really fun.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nick.
Oh, this week is AIE Guild's Summer of Love, and we have events every single night in every game. Then on August 2nd is Remembrance Day. It's one of our favorite weeks of the guild.
Events.
Sorry.
So every year for 1 week a year, we call it Summer of Love, and it's all surrounded by this day called Remembrance Day. So the guild has been around for, I think, 12 or 13 years. And you guys can imagine that over the course of 12 or 13 years, people become one with the Force.
Yeah.
It's inevitable.
Things happen.
And people have become one with the Force. And on Remembrance Day, across all of the games that we play, there's a presence in every game. We all meet in certain locations, and we all take a minute just to remember the people who have become one with the Force. And it really is it's the best event the guild does every year, because it's an opportunity to think about, like, whether you lost, a couple of years ago, my grandmother passed away, and, it was my time to just reflect on those moments by myself, but with my guildies. And it's a really, really special event.
Yeah.
And then preceding Remembrance Day, usually the week prior to and a couple days after,
Yep.
every night there's something going on in each of AIE's games. This week, our mandatory fun night in SWTOR, Corley did the Amazing Race. Do you remember that show?
I sure do.
Dude, it was awesome. So I was stream anyways, and I definitely I participated, but like I didn't participate because I couldn't. Obviously, I'm not going to win, right?
Yeah,
I-
because you're an officer. And
I'm an officer,
You're helping set stuff
and
up.
I didn't look at any of the notes just for the reason. But let me tell you something about my chat and stream. They were on point. I turned up Corley's voice really loud so they could hear the instructions. Whenever he spoke, everybody could hear.
Yeah.
And like he would finish the clues and they would be like, Marcus, go to Belmore right now. As soon as I land at Belmore, you got to go to this location. There was like somewhere where there was a hospital. They were like, there's infected people and you need to be aware of the enemies, which I immediately thought infected Rakul. But then they were like, a hospital. And I'm like, where the fuck is there a hospital in SWTOR?
Yeah, what?
Like what? And the chat was all over it. And the chat got super into it. And I'm just saying, shout out to the chat room. You guys we won. We know we did. I wasn't
Right.
allowed to win, but you know,
You won
we
in
won.
spirit.
Yes, but it was so much fun. Great job, Corley, because that shit was sweet.
And if all this sounds fun to you, go to aie-guild.org, get our Discord information from the link in the top right-hand corner, and ask for a guild invite, whether or not you play Star Wars The Old Republic or any of the other games that we play. We would love to have you. And we mean any of the other games.
Nick.
Call of Duty, Pokemon, whatever it is. If you play it, so do we.
Nick, I know you have to pee.
I sure do. So we'll be right back.
Jeez, Nick, hurry up. We're trying to finish this podcast.
And we're back. So today we're discussing Amish Ace's epic Lego builds on stream. Yeah, that's right. It's all Amish, all Ace, all the time. So first and foremost, when did you start playing video games?
I think I started playing video games when I was around like 8 or like second grade or something. My parents got me one of those big brick Game Boys, the big gray ones. I don't know if you guys ever had one of those.
I had a hand-me-down one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it was like Mario and like Donkey Kong and stuff like that, and I think like Ninja Turtles and stuff. And then it was Game Boy Color, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. I got really into that.
Me too.
I'm still a Pokemon fan. And then I think one Christmas they got me a Sega Genesis. So then it was stuck on Sonic with no saves. That was really frustrating looking back on that. Getting to a final boss and dying and then having to start over.
Was there just no saves in that game, or was
There's just no saves? You had to build up lives, build up continues, and I don't know if it was just the fact that I was young. I didn't really know how to figure out how to beat the final boss, and so I just would always die at the end of the Sonic campaign. I could probably do it now.
Right.
I understand games better, but and I really was a fan of that old Madden game where it was like a John Madden announcing. I'd always pick the Dolphins or the Cowboys or whoever was good at the time with the best stats. And I'd play them. I'd pick snow, weather and stuff. And then that kind of led into playing N64. I got really, really, really into N64 to the point where I would come home and I shouldn't be playing video games, and I'd play Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And it was so funny. One time, my dad got home. I turned it off real quick, and he came in and he felt the back of the TV to see if I had been playing the game. I got in trouble for that, but and that led into my adult life when I realized how collectible some of these N64 stuff was. And so I probably actually have collected about half of the Nintendo 64 catalog complete in box now. So,
something that you said before triggered something. So when I was a kid, I was a devious shit.
Yep.
And I ployed my grandma and my mom to get me a Sega Genesis. So the ploy was I wanted Mortal Kombat. But there wasn't a fucking chance on this planet that I was getting Mortal Kombat because it was violent. And back then they were afraid of violence in video games.
Right.
So the ploy was...
And the Sega Genesis version had the blood. And
No, you still had to put the blood code in. ABAC, ABB. Anyway.
Wow. Okay.
Dude, I'm a Mortal Kombat freak. Okay. I love that. Anyways, moving on. So in order to get it, this is how I did it. there was you know how they do like the bundles with a game?
Yeah.
I asked for the bundle with the game with the dumbest game ever for the Sega Genesis.
Okay.
It was called Echo the Dolphin.
Oh,
Okay.
that game, yeah.
Okay. And I persuaded him. I was like, guys, it's not violent. I'm just a dolphin swimming in the ocean, and you got to like save other fish from fishermen. That Christmas, got the Sega Genesis. About a month later, Mortal Kombat was out. I went to, I forget whatever store it was back then. And the lady at the clerk said to my grandma, she goes, do you know this is mature rated? And my grandma looked at me and said, what's that mean? I don't know. It's a fighting game. And my grandma's like, okay, he thinks it's great. Boom. Got the blood code. She walks in and Kano ripped out the heart. And she's like, what just happened in that game? She said, take the game out right now. Right now. And I was like, but she said, nope, take the game out. She took that game. She stuck it in the drawer and I wasn't allowed to get it for the rest of the weekend. She was so mad because she knew I played her. Sorry.
Do you guys remember the game Conker's Bad Fur Day?
No.
Yes, I do actually. I didn't
don't know
play
if
it a
you-
whole lot, but
Yeah. So on the box, literally like in 2 locations on each face of the box, it says not for anyone under the age of 17. Like on every single side of the box. And then also on the cartridge. I think when I played that game, I was probably like 12 or younger, you know?
yep.
It is the most hilarious, obscene like game ever for the Nintendo 64. But if you
Yeah.
haven't played it, you should play through it because it is hilarious.
Wait, it's that game's rated M?
Yeah.
The what? Oh, is it like the Jessica Rabbit character being all sexy and stuff?
I don't know if it's
Why is it rated
Jessica
M4?
Rabbit. It's Conquer.
Well, not
right?
literally.
Because it was
Squirrel, but-
came out in the 90s, Nick.
Oh,
In-
2001. But
All
yeah.
right, so yeah, in 2001, little kids were wearing T-shirts and like jeans. In 2021, kids are wearing short shorts and tube tops.
That's true.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like, it's almost like, when was the last time a G-rated movie came out?
yeah. Like I can't remember. I
Like
don't
when we were kids, the movies were all G-rated.
know. Right.
There's no G-rated movies anymore. They're all PG
Yeah.
Hmm.
Of course.
because of the adult themes.
Right. Well, that's true.
Anyway,
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
So-
It's funny.
so knowing your background playing video games, but really, truly, I guess the question is, who's your favorite video game character of all time?
That's a
Well,
hard question.
I mean, obviously being in like, N64 led into, the more recent consoles, right? And so, went from, PS2 or whatever, GameCube, PS2, Xbox, all that stuff. And then eventually, and obviously PC. I would have to say it's been a more recent game on PC, and that would be Geralt from the Witcher series. I don't know, something about just the style of gameplay and like the story of The Witcher, and also having read the books of The Witcher and now the Netflix movie. I'm super obsessed with Witcher, like lore and Geralt and all that stuff. So I'd have to say Geralt still.
Yeah, hearing you say you have 200 hours into Witcher makes me think of Nick with Skyrim having like 300
Yeah.
hours.
Oh, more than that. Like 5 or 6 probably.
But that's what I mean.
I was on a Bethesda binge for several years there in between like high school. Basically when Skyrim came out, and then I went back and played all of the Fallout games. So obviously you love video games, but what made you decide to stream?
Decide to stream. Well, it's funny. I was in this Facebook buy sell group, and I'd go on there and I'd post like pictures of like people selling stuff around my area, because people in that group could identify stuff like immediately. Like I don't know what to really look for when I was like trying to get a good deal on like a used set and trying to build my collection, I guess. But then one day someone posted like a picture of the set that hadn't even come out yet, and it was the Lego Discovery Shuttle. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, to celebrate like the anniversary of some
shuttle?
event. Yeah, the Discovery Shuttle that went into space. But it's a really cool shuttle, and I was like, wait, how'd you get this early? And the guy messaged me back. He's like, "Oh, my wife actually streams Lego on Twitch." And I was like, "What? That's a thing?" And so I go and look up the streamer and everything. And I was like, "Huh, I can do that. I have a ton of Lego. I have a ton of Star Wars Lego. I'm a Star Wars fan. Hey, maybe I could do something with this. I have a ton of Star Wars collectibles. Maybe I'll do like a Star Wars theme, Lego build stream." And that's essentially what I have. Like, my channel points are make me wear a helmet for at least 5 minutes on stream. So I have a ton of different Black Series helmets that I'll wear. I have a bunch of cool like sound alerts, like Star Wars sound alerts and whatnot. If you subscribe, I'll build you a Lego lightsaber on stream. So I just have a lot of fun with it. I love building Lego. I have a huge backlog of Lego that I have to get through. And like I said, it's fun to see people's, reaction or hear their stories about that set as well as I go through and build that set.
See, that has to be pretty special, because if you're building a set like that Discovery Shuttle set, right? Somebody else that tunes in is like, "Oh, I remember building this." And it almost builds that camaraderie, because like if you get to a part that's really tricky and you don't understand like what you have to do, and somebody's in your stream that's done it, they're going to be like, "Oh no, you want to do it like this." And it can really help.
Right. Yeah, and it kind of goes back to that whole adult fan of Lego thing too. It's like these Lego sets are, pretty expensive, so if you're not, if you're in high school or college, you might not be able to afford it, but then you can tune into Twitch and, watch someone build it, and then, think, okay, maybe one day I like this set. I don't know, one day I'm gonna save up and I'm gonna buy it or something. And I'm a very like right-brained person. Like by profession, I'm a civil engineer, so I'm very precise. I call myself a perfectionist. So that's another reason why I love Lego so much.
All right.
So I know you touched on this a little bit, but why Legos? Why did you pick? Or I guess tell us about how you started with Legos back then.
You guys want to hear the story of my first ever Lego set?
Of course we do.
Okay. So I was in kindergarten. I think probably 4 or 5. I don't know. We were doing some artsy, crafty thing. And here I am, little kid, not knowing anything. And I'm making like some envelope thing, something to carry around, maybe like a envelope purse thing. And so I have my finger there holding the paper down, and then I have a stapler. And so I hold my finger down, I go to staple, and I literally slam stapler down, staple through my finger.
Nice. Well done.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
So go to the principal's office, crying. My dad picks me up. And the first, when I get home, he obviously has to pull the staple out. And then so after he does that, he hands me this little Lego set, try to, I guess, get my mind off it. So that is my first ever Lego set. It's a little M-Tron set. I actually have it on my desk while I stream. And if someone brings it up, I usually tell that story just to, make people cringe or just, make myself look like an idiot.
Well, no, I don't think it's, you're an idiot. I just think it's awesome. Anytime you have a backstory for something, it just makes you more real. You know what I mean? It's just that simple, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So as customary to working class nerds, we ask every guest this: who is your favorite Star Wars character?
Mithran Yarodo.
That's a great answer.
Oh, okay. Why?
That's my second favorite.
Why? Well, I didn't know about this until I started my hellish commute to work. Like went back, before COVID, like literally my commute to work would be 17 miles, but it would take me like 45 minutes to an hour each way.
Oof.
And so my friend turned me on to Audible.
Oh yeah.
And
us too.
I think I've listened to almost every Star Wars book in the Audible library. And one of the first ones I listened to was Heir to the Empire.
Heir to the Empire is the greatest book ever written.
And I was
You're
like,
speaking our language.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. The the production value in those books alone, it's like its own movie, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Like Mark Thompson, I forget the other guy who does a really good job with it too, but and they
Something, is it? I forget.
Jonathan Davis.
yes, yeah.
Those are the two of the best. But so Heir to the Empire is my favorite book of all time.
Mhm.
Now the question is, Thrawn has been in Rebels and
Mentioned in The Mandalorian.
I'm saying, but he's been in Rebels and what's the other show he was in?
He was not in Clone Wars.
No.
I think he was just in Rebels.
I think Rebels is where he finally made his debut to canon.
And they mentioned him by voice in The Mandalorian.
So is Mark Thompson's Thrawn the real Thrawn, or is the Rebels voice the real Thrawn?
Well, it's funny you say that because I read a story about how Mark Thompson actually altered his Thrawn's voice for these latest novels to be more like Mads Mikkelsen's Thrawn, which I found kind of interesting. And I haven't had the opportunity to listen to Audible for the latest Zahn books, like Thrawn Ascendancy and stuff.
Yeah,
so I'm interested when I do get around to listening to those, like how it may have changed from like Heir to the Empire.
It's changed a little bit, but it's not too much.
It's still Heir to the Empire Thrawn.
Yeah, it's still Mark Thompson doing Thrawn.
I would say then it's got to be Mark Thompson Thrawn.
Yeah.
I mean,
me too. Thrawn's probably my second favorite character. Maybe it depends on the day. Thrawn's probably one of my favorite characters of all time in Star Wars also.
mhm.
But so which Lego set are you currently building?
Mm-hmm. Last night I didn't even build a Lego set. It was like this. My parents went on a trip to Alaska, and they brought back this little like nano block. I don't even know what we call it. It's like a micro mini block thing. It's like a puffin, and I will never do one of those again because it literally killed my fingers and thumbs. But before that, it was like this. You guys play Jedi Fallen Order?
Uh-huh.
I built this mock of BD1. So it's like not an official Lego set, and a mock, MOC, stands for my own creation.
Oh.
So someone had made that, put it online. I bought the pieces, and then I used the directions from online and built it on stream. So that was a lot of fun. And a lot of people enjoyed that. We're like, wait, where'd you get that? I was like, well, it's actually, you got to go here, do this. And super nerdy stuff.
Well, that's awesome, though.
I appreciate that because BD1 is dope, and they didn't make that as a Lego. So somebody, and it just furthers it's like a modding team, or, people that go the extra mile because it's their hobby. Somebody sat down and was like, I'm going to create a BD1 out of Legos. And then I'm going to buy all those parts and sell it as a mock set to people. Or you have to order your own set. I don't know.
Yeah, there's this site, like there's a bunch of different sites you can use to buy Lego like used from other vendors. And so it's really nice sometimes when you could like save the parts list and then like create carts, and then you can easily just, find the different vendors and then check out, and then you have all the pieces, and then you just, go from there.
I really, there's a Star Wars Clone Wars troop carrier in Legos, and I really want to build it, but it's really expensive. But I saw it on eBay that it's just all the parts are in a bag, and they're like, oh, it's complete, and it's like a quarter of the price. It's like $30, right?
Yeah. And
I'm like, okay, so I buy it for $30, and it takes me a night to separate all the parts.
Yeah.
And then just follow the instructions and do it.
I mean, you could do that, I suppose, but
it's hundreds of dollars. It's like a couple $100 in savings.
Well, I mean, or you could wait for the new UCS clone dropship that's coming out. Well, this Sunday.
It's still going to be a couple $100.
Yes, it is.
But that's what I mean. So for me, I'm looking at it more as, okay, I'm going to get it, and I'll spend a little bit more quality time with it to, get all the parts separated. And then it's just following the instructions, and you look at what little pieces they are.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So it's just a little bit more legwork, but to save
if I
$150,
it's complete, I say go for it. Yeah.
right? Because if at the end of the day it's not complete, you can always complain.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
You just get to buy the pieces yourself too to finish it off.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. They probably sell all of those individual pieces.
Of
Yeah.
course.
What has been your favorite Lego build of all time?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, it's like I said, I'm kind of a hoarder, so I have a ton of sets on backlog, and I actually haven't built too many. You know, I always love the Star Wars builds, and I have a ton more Star Wars builds to do. But so far, my favorite set, Lego actually made a smaller scale Nintendo Entertainment System with a TV.
Actually, I did see that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's really cool because literally part of the set is the Nintendo console made out of all those like light gray smooth bricks. And it actually has like a working cartridge drive, and you build the cartridge out of Lego and you put the sticker on of like Mario, and you can literally open the Lego Nintendo and stick the cartridge in and push it down, and it clicks, it stays there. And then you push it down again, it clicks, and you can pull it out. And then it has a controller made out of Lego. And then the TV, which is also made out of Lego, has like a scene of Mario on it. And there's a little crank on the side. And then when you turn this crank, Mario actually like appears to like jump and like do a level on the TV. And because it's like on this belt that turns around inside the TV.
Well, that's wicked cool.
Whoa. Yeah. That seems really intense.
It's a really awesome set, and I don't know. As I build these things, sometimes I just wonder, how do the minds at Lego come up with this stuff?
No kidding. That's insanity.
Yeah, when I was at Disney World, outside the Lego store, they had a giant ray, and I was just like, somebody came up with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to design an entire like life-sized.
Yeah, that's it, Nick.
Yeah,
yes,
I just pulled up the set so Marcus could see. That's incredible, man.
the Nintendo one.
Yeah, you
It's
have to watch
crazy.
like a video on it or something too, just to see how it works. It's awesome. I mean, if you can get a set like it can, if you love like the old school Nintendo, I definitely recommend this set.
I think I might have to go get that. So another staple of Working Class Nerds interviews, we have to ask what your favorite ice cream flavor is.
It's definitely something chocolate. I thought about this. I like chocolate with a little bit of like, stuff in it. So I said Rocky Road, and so I'd have to pick that one, Rocky Road.
That's a safe bet. You
Yeah.
like a little texture in there.
Yeah.
Marcus has a smirk, like he's like, I hate Rocky Road.
I'm not a big chocolate ice cream guy. I'm super traditional. Like, I like coffee Oreo, and I like vanilla.
Yeah, I get you.
My daughter loves cotton candy, and if you ever ate cotton candy, I feel like my teeth are falling apart eating it.
Yeah.
I have not had that experience yet, thankfully.
So, do you have a particular stream or stream moment that stands out to you as like, I'll never forget this moment ever?
Yeah. So whenever a hype train gets triggered on my stream, I put on this the Mandalorian Black Series helmet. I don't know if you've seen that ever before.
have.
It came out about maybe a year or so ago.
I know. I want to.
And every helmet I put on, I have a voice mod for. So I have a voice mod that makes me sound like Mando, and like, this is the way. And, I have some of the lines memorized, but anything I say, I sound like Mandalorian. But I also found this song. It's called like Mandalorian Metal, and I tweeted the guy and made sure first that it was okay to use, and he's like, "Oh yeah, for sure, go ahead and use it." So I literally crank up this Mandalorian Metal song, and it's like the Mandalorian theme and metal music, and I just like rock out with an air guitar. And one night, the hype train hit like 840%. It was
Whoa!
It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts, and I'll never forget that night, like ever. But it's just always fun. I always do it regardless if the hype train's level 1, level 5. It doesn't matter to me. I just enjoy doing that, and enjoy interacting with my chat and just bringing it up to 11, if only for like a few minutes at that point.
I get it completely.
That's awesome.
It sure is. It's a really special moment.
Yeah.
Tell everybody where they can find you.
You can find me over at Twitch at Amish_Ace_. Don't forget that last underscore, because there is another one that's not me. So again, Amish_Ace at twitch.tv.
What are you guys talking about in here?
Find out next episode of
Working Class Nerds.